Snowball Earth is the theory that repeatedly throughout its history, the Earth was covered in ice. Scientists believe that the most recent Snowball Earth started from rapid weathering of the Earth's continents, draining CO2, one of the most prominent greenhouse gases, from the atmosphere. This decrease in CO2 would have dropped the Earth's temperature to the point where ice sheets could grow and grow. When these ice sheets pushed past the 30-degree latitude line, the growth became unstoppable, as an ice albedo positive feedback loop ensued. Albedo is a measure of reflectivity. The higher the albedo of an object, the lower the temperature is of that object, since the sun rays are being reflected and not absorbed. When the ice sheets pushed past this 30-degree line, they raised the Earth's albedo significantly, thus dropping the Earth's surface temperature and allowing ice sheets to grow even more, eventually covering the surface of the Earth. While this glaciation was happening, volcanic activity still occurred and released CO2 into the atmosphere. Since the surface was covered in ice, the natural processes such as weathering that brings CO2 down from the atmosphere didn't occur, leading to a buildup of CO2. This created a strong greenhouse gas, and eventually it grew strong enough to melt the snow and ice. After the snow and ice melted, the greenhouse effects remained until the excess CO2 was precipitated out. The most recent occurrence of a snowball Earth happened 715 million years ago, and lasted for about 120 million years. Scientists believe that this glaciation drove the explosion of life and evolution called the Cambrian explosion.
How do we know that the snowball Earth actually happened? One piece of evidence is the location of drop stones. Drop stones are stones that are carried into bodies of water by icebergs. Once the iceberg melts, the stones that were carried are put into the sediment and become incorporated in the stone. The drop stones were found in the sedimentary rock strata, which means that there were glacial conditions in that area. These were located all over the world, which proved glaciation over the land areas. More evidence for moving glaciers are glacial stria, which occur from the rocks collected in the bottom of the glaciers, scraping across the bedrock. Furthermore, after 1.9 GA, banded iron formations were solely found in glacial marine strata, showing a widespread absence of oxygen, which is what would happen if the ocean were covered by ice. All of these pieces of physical evidence present a strong case for the snowball Earth theory. So the big question is, are there any predictions of future snowball Earths? As you can see on this diagram, the sun's luminosity has been increasing consistently. Snowball Earth is getting incrementally less likely to occur because the luminosity has been increasing, which implies that the temperature are becoming less likely to drop low enough to trigger